Appearances, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. John, KCP number 56162 on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Judy Coleman, P number 44310, representing Lacey Rogers this morning, who's via Zoom.
Mr. Rogers, state your name for the record, please.
Lacey Rogers.
I'm sorry. Thank you. As to the arraignment, counsel. Are we waiving formal reading of the information?
I'm sorry. I apologize. Yes, we are.
Okay, standing your client mute.
Yes.
Court will enter a plea of not guilty for the purposes of arraignment on the information. Mr. Casey, are there any offers?
Yes, Your Honor, there's an offer for Ms. Rogers' consideration. If she were to plead to count 2, financial transaction device illegal use, that's a 4-year maximum penalty felony. Count 1, financial transaction device stealing or retaining without consent, as well as counts 3 through 11. Illegal use of a financial transaction device would be dismissed with the following sentence agreement: 2-year term of probation, restitution in the amount at least $1,644.55 to the complainant, no contact with the complainant, 120 hours of community service, in addition to any terms and conditions, fines, costs, and fees as set by the court.
Thank you. Counsel, you want that offer to remain available until your next court date?
Yes.
Hearing no objections, so ordered.
It will.
Have you investigated possibility of diversion? Counsel?
No, I have not, but I would like to talk to Mr. Casey about that.
So Mr. Bill Heafy would be the person to talk to about diversion, APA Bill Heafy. Let me see if she has. I know a big component of that will be the restitution. He usually likes the restitution before they're placed into the diversion program.
All right, do you have contact information for Prosecutor Bill Heafy?
Best way is email. That's true of all of us. It's W as in William. Heafy is HEAPHY at WayneCounty.com.
Could you do that one more time for me? I'm sorry.
Sure. W as in William. Heafy is HEAPHY.
Gotcha.
At WayneCounty.com. First initial, last name at WayneCounty.com.
And what was the term of probation that you offered?
2 years.
Okay.
Do you want to forward to her a copy of the proposed settlement agreement?
I thought I did to Judy at the ColemanJusticeCenter.com. Is that you?
Yeah, when did you do that?
Let me see. July 10th at about 2:30 in the afternoon.
Could you do that again? I'm sorry.
Will do. Boop. Just resent.
Thank you.
Miss Emma, General Blind Draw.
Yes, ma'am. You've been blind drawn to the Honorable Judge Charisse Anderson. Your calendar conference date will be the 28th of July, 9 a.m.
Miss, that's your next court date and your new judge.
Okay.
That concludes this matter.
Thank you so much.
Have a good day.
You too.
Corey Skelton.
Ready.
Case number 23-2481. The people of the state of Michigan versus Corey Skelton, scheduled today for sentencing. Appearances, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. John, KCP number 56162 on behalf of the people.
And good morning, Judge. Renee Cooper for Mr. Skelton.
Counsel, last time you had contact with your client?
10 days to 2 weeks ago.
and he did not report for the pre-sentence report. He's not present today either in the courtroom or on Zoom. KP shall be issued remand.
I'll be finding him, Judge. Thank you much.
Let us know.
Okay. Take care.
You too.
The next case is Aya Simon. Case number 22-7006. The people of the state of Michigan versus Kaya Smith, scheduled today for a docket conference. Appearances, please.
I believe
Your
that's
Honor,
the Attorney General. Yeah.
it is in fact, it's Michael Frezza. I
I guess
obviously,
he's not here. You got a
Yes,
number?
good morning, Your Honor.
Okay. Your appearance, please.
Yes, good morning, Your Honor.
Miss Simon, will you state your name, please?
No.
Oh,
I don't have an AG.
no, Judge, and we were gonna ask for another date. We're trying to pay off a balance to avoid entering a plea. I finally figured
Well,
out.
I need concurrence from the AG. You got a phone number for the Attorney General responsible for this case?
Judge, if you'll give me a moment, I will reach out to him.
We'll recall it. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Ms. Simons, just hold in there. Don't go anywhere.
Okay,
Put it back on mute.
okay, thank you, Your Honor.
All right, Em, let's try another one.
Destiny Dotson. Case number 23-2120. The people of the state of Michigan versus Destiny Dotson, scheduled for a docket conference. Appearances, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. John Casey, P number 56162 on behalf of the people.
Hey, good morning, Your Honor, and your honorable staff. Attorney Quentin Dox, P number 79657, on behalf of my client, Ms. Destiny Dotson, Your Honor.
Where is she?
Good question, Your
Right
Honor.
here.
Oh, there she is. Ms. Dotson, step up to the mic and state your name for the record. Thank you. What are we doing, counsel?
Your Honor, we did received a plea, a offer, and I think my client will take it. Can we get
Nope. Can't do a breakout room with her in the courtroom and you someplace else. Are you on your way down to the courthouse? What are you gonna do?
Let me see.
Mr. Casey,
Yes, Your Honor.
is this one that we can just blind draw and the offer stay on the table and counsel can work it out?
Let me see. Count 1 is fleeing, eluding police, 3rd degree. Count 2 is resisting, obstructing. We were going to consent to Haida. 2-year
She doesn't
probation.
have a parent or guardian
Guardian
available.
present. Yeah.
Enema, Mr. Prosecutor, will the offer remain available until the day of calendar conference?
It will. I'm just checking. I don't see any new warrant requests for her. I'm not exactly sure what's holding her up. It's going to depend on why she's in custody now. I mean, if she's,
Mr. Casey, she has another, she has a local ordinance charge. Apparently, she's awaiting, she has a court date of 7/31 with a personal and a tether on that case, while she's on a personal on this case. I don't know what the local ordinance charge is.
Okay, but it's some sort of misdemeanor or local ordinance. That wouldn't be an impediment. So,
right.
Yeah, the offer will remain open through calendar conference.
thank you, Casey.
Counsel, since your client it stands possible of being released on a tether soon, I hope you have contact communication for her.
Yes.
All right. Emma, general blind draw.
Yes, ma'am. You've been blind drawn to the Honorable Chandra Baker Robinson. Your calendar conference date will be July 21, 9 a.m.
All righty. Have a good day.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you. Thank you, Casey.
I did, I'm getting ready to, I couldn't take it back to what we're doing.
Oh, okay,
I'm
all
on it.
right. So I need to ask a question. Is Mr. Ahmad here? Where's the,
Want me to text him to come down?
because I was about to call Keaton Harding. Okay. To get him out the way.
I see. There, Mr. Ahmad is on Zoom.
Okay, I'm ready. I have to get his defendant from the back. One moment.
I think the attorney went up to talk to the.
Who's your
family.
defense counsel on that one, M?
He's talking to the family in the hall, Judge.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Okay, we are sending you, Your Honor,
The
a plea,
motion.
no, a plea form.
Okay, okay.
And then I can call that case.
There's that, that's your copy, I got his. Two of them, just, yeah.
Okay. Okay, I'm ready, Mr. Chris. All right.
Hard to count that.
Case number 23-3117. The people of the state of Michigan versus Jesus Hernandez-Rios. Scheduled today to be arraigned on the information. Appearances, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. John, KCP number 56162 on behalf of the people.
Hey, good morning, Judge David Cripps, P 34972, appearing on behalf of my client Jesus Hernandez-Reyes, who's joined us by Zoom.
Sir, state your name for the record.
Jesus Hernandez.
He would stand mute, waive the floor reading the information, Your Honor.
Court will enter a plea of not guilty for the purposes of arraignment on the information. We have a negotiated settlement. Sir, raise your right hand. Do I see a right hand somewhere?
My bad. My phone broke, so I couldn't really see.
All right, raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give in this matter will be the truth?
Yes.
It's going to be judge, Your Honor, or ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. You may put your hand down. Does he have a parent or guardian present?
Not in the courtroom.
Mr. Hernandez, do you have a parent or guardian present?
No, ma'am.
I'm going to give him a docket conference date, counsel. He will need a parent or guardian present if he is going to avail himself of either.
Yes, Your Honor.
Court, I don't know if I did it, I'll do it again. The court will enter a plea of not guilty for the purposes of arraignment on the information. Give him a docket conference date.
Yes, ma'am.
Young man, have you finished high school?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have a job?
Yes, ma'am.
August 14th, Your Honor.
August 14th, 9 o'clock, may appear by Zoom, must have a parent or guardian present. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, have a good day.
You too.
Can that parent guardian be present by Zoom, Your Honor?
That may appear by Zoom.
Thank you. Have a good day, Judge.
You too. I don't have a court reporter. Everything's on Zoom.
One moment, Your Honor. Did we, a recall on Simon, is that ready?
Unfortunately, I've received no response from Mr. Frezza.
Well, maybe you're gonna get lucky, and since he didn't show up, we're gonna reschedule it anyway.
That'll work. Judge, I'm gonna be here till noon and beyond, so.
Well, we can wait till noon and beyond. Emma, just put it at the bottom of the stack, and Mr. Procedure, if you see the AG pop in, just let us know.
Okay, so, Ms. Barnwell,
Yes. Yes.
let me take care of, Mr. Hardin is still talking to his attorney, so take that back. Judge, we're sending you another plea form,
Okay.
and is probation on the screen?
Yes, they are. I don't know if they're available, but they're on the screen.
Okay.
Which one you want to talk to, Miss Pace?
Whichever one, I just wanted to know because Ms. Barnwell is house counsel and she has a couple of matters that's ready. Could you give me one, two?
Only one that can talk is straight report, and I gotta go back there again. Only one that can talk. I just wanted to speak at this time. So I talked to everybody else except him. Should I go back here or should I stay here? Okay, because I see my mic on the screen.
Yeah.
I think so.
So did you, now that, you ready on him too?
Huh?
The extradition, you ready on that?
Ready?
Could you bring, but no, Valencia.
That is a female.
Okay, Judge, I'm about to call a, extradition. The warrant has been signed.
Okay, and I haven't got the plea form yet, so.
It's coming, it's the
Yeah,
same.
You
Just
can
letting you
refresh,
know.
you should have it.
Last
Hold
name.
hold on 1 second.
Concrete. Check.
You ready?
Yes.
Wait a minute, then step up. Our next case is Eric Conkright. Case number 23-3156, the people of the state of Michigan versus Eric Conkright, scheduled to be arraigned on the information. Appearances, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. John KCP number 56162 on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Sahar Faraj on behalf of Mr. Eric Conkright, who appears in person to my left. Mr. Conkright, please state your name.
Eric Conkright.
It's not muted. What happened to the judge?
She's muted.
Judge, you're muted. What happened to the judge?
She's on the phone.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Exit. Open. There we go.
Don't go anywhere now. She'll be done in a minute. You need to be ready.
You want to say it for Dr. Khan? Or Blanchard? I know. Well, the thing is, as soon as she pop back on, you're next. If you leave, I don't know when you're gonna be seen.
I understand.
So that's all I got.
And I should.
Now it's 2, 3.
All right, that should be the last interruption today. Should be. All right, what am I doing, Emma?
Okay, what's your name again?
My name's Eric Concrete.
Okay, this is Eric Concrete. Case number 23-3156, the people of the state of Michigan versus Eric Concrete, scheduled to be arraigned on the information. Appearances, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. John KCP number 56162 on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Sahar Faraj appearing on behalf of Mr. Eric Concrete, who appears in person to my left. Mr. Concrete, please proceed to the floor.
My name is Eric.
Thank you. As to the arraignment,
Your Honor, at this moment in time, defense is asking that we waive a formal reading of the information and the court enter a plea of not guilty on behalf of Mr. Concrete.
court will enter a plea of not guilty for the purposes of arraignment on the information. Am I supposed to have a plea form on this case?
No, ma'am.
Good, because I don't have any, and I have updated. What are we doing? Is there an offer, Mr. Casey?
Yes, Your Honor, there is. The offer will be to plead to the reduced count of attempt possession of methamphetamine. That's a 5-year maximum penalty felony with the following sentence agreement: a 2-year term of probation. We have no objection to that sentence being taken under MCL 333.7411 if he's eligible for it. Conditions would include substance abuse screening, testing, and treatment as directed, up to and including inpatient treatment until medically discharged, if so directed, a mental health evaluation, follow-up treatment as directed, cognitive behavioral therapy as directed, in addition, any terms, conditions, fines, costs, and fees set by the court.
Counsel, you want the offer to remain on the table until the day of your calendar conference?
Yeah, Your Honor, this is the first time defense counsel has been made aware of a plea offer, so we would that this offer be held and Mr. Concrete be able to.
Mr. Heafy, do you have the correct email address for counsel?
Casey, and let me check.
I don't know. It's gonna. It has already been one of those days. Okay, trust me.
I have
Woo.
S. Faraj, Faraj, at ndsdetroit.org.
Yes, if you could please send me the terms of the plea offer.
I'll do that right now.
Thank you.
And it will remain available to day of calendar conference, Mr. Casey.
It will, yeah.
Am a general blind draw.
Yes, ma'am. You've been blind drawn to the Honorable Judge Margaret Van Houten, July 28, 9 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Have a good day.
Ninfa Belejo, step up, please. Come on, huh?
I have an exam at 10:30.
You're right after him. Have a seat. Let's go.
1 minute.
Is this?
Okay. Case number 23.
Excuse me, Casey, mute.
Oh, sorry.
Case number 23-3335. The people of the state of Michigan versus Ninfa Belejo. Scheduled today to be arraigned on the extradition warrant. Appearances, please.
Morning, Nicole Penson with Wayne County Sheriff's Department, Extradition Unit.
Good morning, Your Honor. Wendy Barnwell, P42505, on behalf of Ms. Ninfa Belejo.
Miss, state your name for the record, please.
Ninfa Belejo.
Thank you. Corporal, what can you tell me?
Your Honor, it's my understanding that she wishes to sign her waiver to return back to Chippewa County in the state of Minnesota.
That is correct, Judge.
Okay, well, somebody hand it to her.
She has signed it, Your Honor.
Thank you. Miss, you are aware that the state of Minnesota is saying that they have unfinished business with you. Are you aware that's what Minnesota is saying?
Yes, ma'am.
And Miss, you could have a hearing here in Michigan to determine whether or not you are in fact the person that Minnesota is looking for, and to determine whether or not you were in Minnesota on or about the time in question. You understand you could have that hearing, Miss?
Yes, ma'am.
And Miss, it is my understanding that you have decided to waive or give up that hearing and voluntarily submit yourself to be picked up by the state of Minnesota. Do I have the right understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
Any questions, counsel?
No.
All right, the court will find that you knowingly, freely, voluntarily waived your right to an extradition hearing. Miss, by law, the state of Minnesota has 30 days to pick you up. We press them to come sooner, but they have 30 days. If Minnesota has not picked you up by August the 13th, the Wayne County Jail is going to open the doors and place you on the other side. Miss, if Minnesota does not come for you, I suggest you go to Minnesota and take care of your business, because the warrant will remain in the system. And the two of us will do this over and over again until you get to Minnesota and take care of your business. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Good luck to you, Miss.
Thank you, Your Honor.
She needs to go in the back. Our next case is Keekwan Hardin. Step up, Mr. Hardin.
Yeah, I got you. Mr. Harden, step on up here. I'm gonna share it for you, okay?
Case number 23-3206. The people of the state of Michigan versus Keekwan Hardin. Scheduled for a review date with extradition. Appearances, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. My name is Mahmoud 8yad, Assistant Wayne County Prosecutor, P number 61882.
And good morning, Judge Thomas. Good morning to your staff. Neighborhood Defender Service, Carrie Martin, P84592. Appearing on behalf of Mr. Keekwan Hardin, who sits to my left. Mr. Hardin, state your full name. Keekwan Hardin.
Thank you. The issue, as the court recalls, is that Mr. Harding was requesting a bail, indicating also a severe health issue. We were going to try to find out the nature of the health issue and whether or not bond was permissible. Where do we stand?
Your Honor, Mr. Hardin did recently have a stroke, and his family is in the courtroom, and they have his discharge paperwork recently from Beaumont Hospital. He's having trouble moving around. It's very apparent to me that he's suffering serious medical issues. At the same time, he and his family are prepared to arrange his transportation to Nebraska if he were released on bond, and he would get there promptly to not have this warrant hanging out for him. I believe that he should be entitled to a bond, given the nature of the offense, which was a relatively minor fraud, theft offense, and given his health situation. I am asking for a bond at this time.
People wish to be heard.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, we're against any bond in this matter. This is an extradition matter. Mr. Hardin fled Nebraska after he perpetrated some fraud in regard to, I think, buying a vehicle from someone. We understand he has health issues, medical conditions.
Before we go there, statutory requirements.
Statutory requirements are if he has a case pending that has a punishment of more than 20 years, that he should not be granted bail or bond. However, in this situation, since I believe he's not facing 20 years maximum penalty, it is your discretion, Your Honor, to set a reasonable bond in this matter. However, Your Honor, I want to just point out one last thing. The state of Nebraska is aware of Mr. Hardin's medical condition, and they will accommodate and pick him up.
Twofold question. Mode of transportation as well as how timely. This court is highly suspect that the gentleman would need to be flown to Nebraska, given age and the nature of his health. Now, has Nebraska made indications they're fixing to fly him out there?
Well,
The
Your Honor-
family,
Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead, sir.
I was just going to say that Mr. Hart and his family are prepared to get him on a flight out to Nebraska as soon as possible. Him being released on bond would allow him to have better access to his medications and his personal items before he makes that travel.
People wish to be heard.
I just would ask any comment or input from Corporal Penzan if she's spoken to the state of Nebraska and if they've given her any more details than what I have.
Your Honor, yes, the state of Nebraska, they are fully aware of all of his medical conditions. They were faxed all of his records, and they are prepared to make whatever transportation arrangements necessary, whether it be flight or otherwise.
I'm going to set bond at 20,000, 10%, GPS tether. He must be in Nebraska. I'm going to say 3 weeks, only because it may take 1 week to even get the GPS tether. Emma, give me a review date 3 weeks out.
August 3rd, Your Honor.
August 3.
Yes, ma'am.
He has to be in Nebraska no later than August 3rd. He should be on film if he is somehow, for some reason, not in Nebraska by August 3rd. Counsel, he must remain in contact with your office so that when he does arrive, you can contact the corporal. She will do a check of the record to determine if the warrant has been released by the state of Nebraska, which would negate an appearance on August 3rd.
Very well. If he hasn't turned himself in by that point, he's required to, and he's out, he's required to appear for a Zoom review.
No, he's required to be in the courtroom, because if he hasn't gone to Nebraska by then, he's going back into jail.
Very well. And Your Honor, given the short timeline of getting to Nebraska, and also given Mr. Hardin's medical condition, would you please make that an expedited tether order so he doesn't have to sit another 5 days over the weekend?
I can put it on there, but I don't run the jail, so they do what they want to do.
Thank you.
All right, Emma, you can add that wording to the order. When they are in poor health, they do try to move them more quickly.
Yes. Thank you, Judge.
Have a good day.
Mr. 8yad, I'm going to try and get in touch with Mr. Upshaw so you won't have long to wait.
Thank you.
Okay. Do we have any other attorneys on the screen?
Yes.
Yes, Emma.
We're gonna do a check-in.
Yes, because the attorney that's here is house counsel and she's interviewing. Okay.
All right, turn off the recording so we can do another check-in.
Emma, I'm checking in on Claude Walker. This is Carolyn Marsh. I do not believe he is here, so I'm pretty sure he will be a capias.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Good morning, Emma. This is Attorney Kiana Franulik. I am here on Jerice Diller. It is an AOI. He is present via Zoom, although I don't think he has been able to name his screen.
Okay, Mr. Retha.
Yes, ma'am.
Could you call Mr. Dotts back and tell him he had another defendant?
Mr. Who?
Quentin Dotts.
Okay.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Good morning, Emma.
Yes.
Mike Frezza for Kaya Simon. I believe Mark Procida is here as well for the defendant, but I don't believe the defendant is here.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, good morning, Madam. Oh, go ahead, sir. Oh, thank you, buddy. Yeah, this is Greenwood. I was just checking in on Vasher with a V as in Valentine.
Okay, thank you. Anybody else?
Madam Clerk, Elias Buad here for Mr. Pruitt for a plea, and Mr. Pruitt should be on Zoom.
Where is the plea form?
Mr. Casey, can you email it to the court, please? Is that okay?
Ms. Casey, did you say okay? You muted. Did you say okay, Mr. Heath?
John, we emailed it to you yesterday. I apologize for not following up with you.
Mr. Heath? Hello? Oh, well, we'll have to figure it out.
Okay.
Okay, because we take anybody else before I take a 2-minute. Hurry up, because I
Yes,
think
Emma, this is Attorney Quinn Dox again. I have Mr. William Richardson.
Thank you. All right.
Hey, Mike. I'm well. Hey, I apologize for the last court date. A judge was being an asshole.
Oh, boy. Oh, which judge?
Oh, not Judge Thomas.
I'm gonna say you need to mute.
All righty.
Good save. Still sorry.
So.
Who's your guy?
Kimberly Wendy.
Okay, we're trying to get hold of our attorney.
Yeah, we talked to him and he said he was all right.
I just spoke with her attorney, Mr. Upshaw.
Yeah.
He said he'll be here and it should be about 25 minutes.
He needs to hurry up because the judge, we have a whole nother docket we have to do today. And if he's not in here, then she
By
can
what
get
time?
rescheduled. He needs to be walking in here within the next. Let me see, she's gonna want to take a break, so if he's not, he needs to be here before 11 o'clock.
Okay.
He knew it was
He
today.
before 11 o'clock.
He knew it was today.
Right. Let me tell you what you told me. You said I was here, but the judge was taking too long.
Oh, well, he can come in and tell the judge that.
You guys may have other cases.
No.
They all attorneys have other.
That's why I assumed, but you said we had to wait. I'm like, I thought the attorneys were on the court time and not the court on the.
They are.
That's what I assumed, right? So I assumed.
Yeah, you're absolutely correct.
Thank you.
Sir, I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Patterson, I'm Patterson.
Yes, sir.
And I'm waiting, I don't know where my attorney is.
Did you pay for your attorney?
No.
Okay, if your attorney does not show up, Mr. Patterson, we will give you house counsel and get you taken care of today, all right?
Okay.
Not a problem.
Okay.
Thanks for saying that. I'll let my clerk know.
Appreciate it.
Yep.
All right, are we on break? What do we do? What am I doing? I'm on break. Good. Call me. I gotta talk to you
I'll
about
let you know when the email comes back.
Okay, first, where Mr. Proceda?
Uh-oh.
Mark Proceda, are you still at the camera?
I don't see. Oh, I see him, Judge. Hold on.
If not, he'll be here all day. I can address that with him later. All right, call me.
Okay.
I don't even want to, I missed it for a reason.
This, House Counselor Chief.
In the hall, probably.
Is she, I'm gonna put a notice about that one.
Hey, Mr. Richardson, come here for a second.
Council will let her know about you, and if your attorney doesn't show up, we'll be taken care of, all right? Hey. Oh, back or she? I'm gonna look in here. Is Mr. Procedure gonna need an attorney?
I hope not. I'll take the 5th, please.
I suggest that somehow his line was hacked.
Hey, Mark, it's a little late to stop talking.
Yeah, good thing they don't record this. And I would suggest it's all John Casey's fault.
Oh, you're all right, Mr. Casita, because it was cleared up. You wasn't talking about my judge.
Oh, absolutely not. And I gotta, like I say, I gotta be back at noon anyway. Now, and at this point, I won't further incriminate myself and identify the judge. However,
Let's see if we can guess. Maybe we can guess.
It wouldn't be hard, but
Way to go. Emma, you ready? Rita wants to know if you're ready. Emma got me on the same mode my wife got me on that.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah. Pay no mind. So, Wingate's people are on this drug show to get him over here. Mr. Patterson had already told
I don't know that she may have another one. And then I think the rest is hers.
Other than this.
Correct. I mean, that's here. Because we got two in.
All right, Em, what am I doing? Em in courtroom?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we ready?
Yes, Jerice Dillard, case number 23-3154. Jerice Dillard scheduled to be arraigned on the information. Appearances, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. John KCP number 56162 on behalf of the people.
Who's the defense counsel, Emma?
Ms. Frymulat.
Well, apparently she stepped away. Let's try another one.
No, not yet. All right. William Richard, case 23-2109. William Richard scheduled for a docket conference. Appearances.
Good morning, Your Honor. John KCP number 56162 on behalf of the people.
And good morning, Your Honor, and Your Honorable Staff, Attorney Quentin Docs, P number 79657, on behalf of my client, Mr. William Richardson, who I've met today, actually around the corner from his location, Your Honor. So I'm asking, because he does not have a phone.
Are you waiving his appearance, counsel?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Casey, any objection?
We leave it to the court's discretion.
Court will allow. What are we doing, counsel?
Your Honor, we have received a plea offer from the people. I was just in correspondence with Mr. Casey to see maybe a counter offer might be to solve this case, Your Honor, to resolve it. Can we get some more time?
I don't know. Mr. Casey, what's the primary charge?
It's a narcotics case, Judge. Possession with intent to deliver less than 50 grams of
I got
cocaine.
enough for what I need to do. General Brian Draw, Em.
Yes, ma'am. The line drawn to the Honorable Judge Wanda Evans. The calendar conference date will be July 28th, 9 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Have a good day. Em, give me a minute.
The offer will remain open through calendar conference. I believe Frank Simone is the docket attorney for Judge Evans.
All right, thank you, Casey. I will email you today.
Okay, Mr. Morton,
Yes.
Mr. Morton, I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with your attorney shortly, so when you see the invitation, just accept it, okay?
All right.
Okay, thank you.
All right, Miss Emma, we knew it was gonna be one of those kind of days, so it is. What am I doing next?
Yes, ma'am. We're recalling Kaya Simon, case number 22-7006. The people of the state of Michigan versus Kaya Simon, scheduled for a docket conference. This is a recall. Appearances, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. May it please the court, Mike Frezza, Assistant Attorney General on behalf of the people.
And good morning again, Your Honor. Mark Presida, Neighborhood Defender Service, on behalf of Ms. Simon, who is present via Zoom.
Miss Simon, state your name, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Kaya Simon.
Thank you. Counsel?
As
Judge-
you,
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Mr. President.
I was going to summarize what I believe Mr. Procida is going to say, and that is, as Your Honor recalls, there was a plea reached. It involved restitution of approximately $7,284. The court was concerned, and it was under proposed to be under MCL 771.1. The court was concerned that the defendant be able to completely pay that amount during the 12 months of putative probation. I understand from defense counsel that by August 1, the defendant will have available to pay approximately $2,000. The issue is that without a restitution order and adjudication, the restitution office of this honorable court won't accept the money. I additionally understand that the defendant feels confident based upon Your Honor's grace in delaying this, that she will be able to pay the amount of restitution within the 12 months. I would suggest
The remaining 5,000 some odd dollars.
Yes, Your Honor. And I suggest to the court that a plea date be set sometime after that August 1 date. If the plea is accepted, a restitution order entered, the court would then be able to accept that money and should be able to pay it prior to the expiration of the putative 12 months of probation, Your Honor.
Give me a continuation date in August now.
After what date, Your Honor?
Sometime middle, end of August. Don't you spend that money, Miss Simons.
Sorry.
I won't, Your Honor.
August 21, Your Honor.
August 21.
Thank you.
Now, should she come down to the courthouse, so that, can she pay the money after we enter the order the same day? What?
Well, this case, I think, what I have to click on her case, is this Attorney General case, is it a welfare fraud case?
It is, Emma.
So you have a different place for her to pay that at, don't you?
I've been working on that. I expect, there's another Attorney General who is familiar with that. She got back to me this morning, but she will provide me, an address and somebody to talk to, so we can make the payment directly to the AG's office or the state.
Is it possible to pay it before she returns for sentencing and have a receipt?
Yes, Your Honor,
that would be ideal. All right, I'll see everybody on August 21 with a
Thank you,
receipt
Judge.
for the $2,000.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
All
Your Honor.
righty.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Take care, all. See you shortly, Your Honor.
Yeah, I need to talk about some at the end of that docket. We're gonna break into a Zoom room or something, a chat room or something. I need to talk to you about something. I left you a voicemail, but I don't even know if you ever got it.
I will check, Judge. Thank you.
All right, and you don't have to check.
Everybody have a great day. Take care.
Have a good day.
Bye now.
See you shortly.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, Em, what's next?
Okay, I'll be ready to call another case, but in the meantime, Mr.
You can recall Diller now if you want to.
Okay,
That attorney's back.
Mr. Casey, could you please send me that plea form on pre-wit?
One moment, please.
Okay. Recalling.
Oh, God, Jesus.
Recalling case number 23-3154, the people of the state of Michigan versus Jerry Diller. Scheduled today to be arraigned on the information. Appearances, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. John KCP number 56162 on behalf of the people.
And good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Kiana Franulik, P73015, on behalf of Mr. Jerice Dillard. I know he was on the Zoom, but I'm not sure if he is the unlabeled iPhone.
I'm here.
Oh, there he is.
State your name for the record, please.
How you doing, Your Honor? My name is Jerice Dillard.
Thank you for dressing for court. As to the arraignment, counsel.
Your Honor, as to arraignment, waive formal reading of the information and stand mute.
Court will enter a plea of not guilty for the purposes of arraignment on the information. Mr. Casey, are there any offers?
Yes, Your Honor, there's an offer of sorts for Mr. Dillard. If he were to plead guilty to count 1, unlawfully driving away an automobile, it's a 5-year maximum penalty felony. People would dismiss count 2, receiving and concealing a stolen motor vehicle. As to with no sentence agreement, but he was 20 years old at the time of the offense. He's eligible for sentencing under HIDA at the court's sole discretion with all terms, conditions, fines, costs, and fees to be set by the court. We'd be, of course, recommending that restitution, of course, be included with any sentence.
Want the offer to remain available until your next court date, counsel?
Yes, Your Honor. At that time, Mr. Dillard's grandmother will be able to appear with him for him to accept the HIDA. She is currently his guardian. His mother unfortunately passed away.
All right. And do you have a copy of the offer?
I do, Your Honor.
Excellent. Young man, are you working?
Yes, ma'am.
Got a high school diploma?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Emma, when are we bringing it back? Docket conference.
August 16th, Your Honor.
August 16th, 9 o'clock, may appear by Zoom.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you.
You can log out, Mr. Dillard. Everyone have a good day.
You too.
Thank you.
Maurice Patterson. He's in the courtroom, Your Honor. So is his attorney.
All right.
Case number 23-3180. The people of the state of Michigan versus Maurice Patterson, scheduled today to be arraigned on the information. Appearances, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. John Casey, P number 56162 on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Judge, to you and your staff. Cody Bradford from Neighborhood Defender Service, P85944, on behalf of Mr. Patterson, who is present in the courtroom.
Mr. Patterson, please state your name for the record.
Maurice Van Patterson.
Thank you. As to the arraignment,
We waive formal reading of the information and stand mute.
court will enter a plea of not guilty for the purposes of arraignment on the information. Mr. Casey, are there any offers?
Yes, Your Honor. The offer for Mr. Patterson's consideration is that if you were to plead to count 1, identity theft, that's a 5-year maximum penalty felony. People would dismiss count 2, personal identifying information, obtaining, possessing, or transferring with the intent to commit identity theft. That would be dismissed. We'd also withdraw the habitual offender 4th offense notice with the following sentence agreement: a 3-year term of probation, restitution, if any, to be determined, community service of 180 hours. In addition, any terms, conditions, fines, costs, and fees as set by the court. If there's any violations of probation arising from new criminal conduct, we will be recommending a sentence of 1 to 5 years in the Michigan Department of Corrections for that violation.
Counsel, would you like for that offer to remain available until the day of calendar conference?
Yes, Judge.
It will.
Thank you. General blind draw, M.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Your next court date is July 28th in front of the Honorable Judge Gregory Beal.
That concludes this matter. Have a good day.
You too. You too. Thank you.
Thomas Basher, case number 23.
We do have the attorney here on that other extradition bond question, yeah.
Okay, I'll have them bring them out the back.
Ready on Basher.
Oh, I know. Case number 23-3159, the people of the state of Michigan versus Thomas Basher, scheduled to be arraigned on the information. Appearances, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. John Casey, P number 56162 on behalf of the people.
And greetings, Your Honor. Emmett Greenwood on behalf of defendant P56556.
Mr. Vashis, please state your name for the record. Unmute your device, sir.
Thomas
Kathy.
Patrick Basher.
Thank you. Counsel, as to the arraignment.
Your Honor, we will expect to waive formal reading of the information and stand mute to the charges.
Court will enter a plea of not guilty for the purposes of arraignment on the information. Are there any offers?
Yes, Your Honor, there's an offer for Mr. Vasher's consideration. If you were to plead to the reduced count, in this case, of attempt possession of methamphetamine, that'd be a 5-year maximum penalty felony. People would agree to dismiss. He has another case pending, 23-002817. That's also a count of possession of methamphetamine as well as a driving while license suspended. Second offense notice. I believe that's a misdemeanor. That case will be dismissed outright with the following sentence agreement: 2-year term of probation. We have no objection to sentencing under MCL 333.7411 if eligible. I'm not 100% sure that he is eligible. If there's any prior narcotics convictions, he would not be. But in addition to the 2-year term of probation, we'd be recommending and agreeing to the following conditions: substance abuse screening, testing, and treatment as directed, up to and including inpatient treatment until medically discharged, if so directed, a mental health evaluation, follow-up treatment as directed, in addition to cognitive behavioral therapy as directed, in addition to any terms, conditions, fines, costs, and fees as set by the court.
Counsel, do you want that offer to remain available until the day of calendar conference?
Yes, Your Honor. We have one scheduled on the former case, I believe, next week.
Before who?
You.
Before
They're
Your
both,
Honor.
yeah.
Well,
You're
of
waiting for
course.
this one to catch up, so.
All right. What's the date?
That's a good question. Let me see.
And I'm assuming that's a docket conference that's scheduled before me.
It is. I believe so. Come on now. The 20th.
July 20th, 9 o'clock on Zoom. Do you have a copy of the offer, Mr. Greenwood?
Yes, I have Mr. Casey is as usual on top of everything.
All right, if it doesn't settle, I'm blind drawing it.
I know, Your Honor. We're inclined to take it. So I'll see you on the 20th, Your Honor.
All right, have a good day.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Claude Walker. Oh.
Ready?
Case 23-1075, Claude Walker is scheduled for a calendar conference appearances.
Good morning, Your Honor. John KCP number 56162 on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Carolyn Chapman Marsh, P31887 on behalf of Mr. Walker. Your Honor, I am
Where's Walker? Mr. Walker, are you on Zoom? Counsel, when's the last time talked to your client?
Yes, Your Honor, it's been several weeks and the phone numbers I was communicating with him are no longer available, so I have no explanation of why he is not here.
Case shall be issued, remand.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Have a good day.
You too. Thank you.
Kimberly Wingate, please step to the mic.
Oh, Judge, I see Mr. Upshaw is here.
Yep.
Okay,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
Case number 23-3207, the people of the state of Michigan versus Kimberly Wingate, scheduled today for a review date with extradition. Appearances, please.
Mr.
Good
Awad,
morning, Your-
how about that? There you go.
Good
Thank
morning,
you.
Your Honor. Mahmoud Awad, appearing on behalf of the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office.
And Randall Upshaw, P number 43574, on behalf of Mrs. Wingate.
Ms. Wingate, state your name for the record.
Kimberly Wingate, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Awad, did you receive a copy of the motion regarding bond?
No, I did not receive a copy, Your Honor. Brother counsel called me and said he filed a copy. My argument is the same in this matter whenever you're ready, Your Honor.
I'm ready.
Okay. Miss Wingate is charged with check fraud and theft in the state of South Carolina. She is a fugitive, and South Carolina is willing to come and pick her up whenever she's ready. We would ask that you not give her a bond at this point, Your Honor.
Mr. Upshaw, you want to be heard?
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, two things. This case occurred in 2012 and is nowhere, and I tried to contact different people in South Carolina. Miss Wingate was never notified of this at all. I also tried to find out any supporting evidence, and what I gather is that two individuals was in South Carolina cashing checks, and then when they went to get questioned and want to point the finger, they stated that Miss Wingate gave them the checks. Outside of that allegation by two convicted criminals who's trying to blame someone to get themselves a better sentence, that's the only evidence or the only statements that Miss Wingate was involved in this crime at all. There's no unbiased witnesses that says she participated, she prepared, she was at the establishment, that she did anything wrong. Furthermore, in her 34 years, she has no criminal record. She's never had a capious record. She never failed to appear. She's never been accused. She owns her own little restaurant on 7 Mile known as Little Baby's Restaurant. So she has strong ties, both investment and as a lifelong resident, to show that she would not appear. Judge, this is not a crime of drugs, not a crime of guns, not a crime of violence. I would assume, based upon my understanding, that it's a probationable offense due to her lack of record in the no non-violent and non-drug related offense. So therefore, it would be a probationable offense. There's no reason that the
All right, the court will set bond 2,500, 10%. Now, counsel, I'm not gonna put a tether on her, but if she fails to report, I'm gonna put a warrant on her. And she's got to go. What state are we looking at?
South Carolina.
Yes, Your Honor.
Emma, you want to bring it back on the same day, 3 weeks out?
Yes, ma'am.
She had better be in South Carolina before her next court date with me. Upon her submitting herself to the authorities in South Carolina Council, you may contact Corporal Pinson. She will verify. Otherwise, your client is to appear in this court. If she's not in South Carolina, she's going to appear in this court. What date, Miss Emma?
August 3rd, Your Honor.
August 3. She better be in South Carolina before August 3. Understood?
We understand, Your Honor.
All right. She should be out tonight. If nobody else has any holds on her, make arrangements.
Will do. And we thank this honorable court.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day, gentlemen.
You're all set.
Your Honor,
Yes, ma'am.
you should be in possession of a plea form on James Freewood.
Give me 2 seconds. Yep. I got it.
Should I stay on Zoom with your turn?
I'll collect it.
Or, I got it down at the volume, but it confuses me because I can't hear myself. All right. So I'm just gonna be here. He's on Zoom.
Yes, ma'am. You have it yet, Judge?
I got it.
Okay. Case number 23-2019, the people of the state of Michigan versus James Pruitt, scheduled for Dr. Collins. Appearances, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. John, KCP number 56162 on behalf of the people.
Your Honor, good morning. Elias Muwad, P41632, representing Mr. James Pruitt.
Mr. Pruitt, state your name for the record.
James Wesley Pruitt Jr.
Thank you. Sir, raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give in this matter will be the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. You may put your hand down. Mr. Pruitt, it's my understanding that you're going to plead guilty to 1 count, purchase of a pistol without a license, knowing the maximum possible penalty is 90 days in jail, as well as guilty to 1 count, resisting, obstructing, assaulting a police officer. That's attempt. Maximum possible penalty being 1 year in the county jail. Is that what you intend to do, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
There is a sentence agreement whereby you will receive a 1-year term of probation, first 7 days in the Wayne County Jail. You will have to forfeit the weapon to the arresting agency. You will not be allowed to possess or own and use a weapon while on probation. You must complete an anger management program. The court will set other terms, conditions, costs, fines, and fees. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
The prosecutor has also agreed that at the time of sentencing, they will dismiss counts 3 and 4 now pending against you. Sir, do you understand all the terms of the agreement?
Yes, ma'am.
And with that understanding, you're prepared to enter a plea of guilty at this time. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, you are entitled to a trial in this matter by judge or by jury, and by pleading guilty, there will be no trial of any kind. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, you have a right to be presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt, and you're giving up that right. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
If you had a trial, sir, your attorney would be able to cross-examine, question all witnesses brought against you. If you had witnesses you wanted brought to court, the court would assist you in bringing your witnesses forward. Also at a trial, you could testify if you wanted to. If you did not wish to testify, you could remain silent, and your silence could not be held against you. And you're giving up all 3 of those rights, sir. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
There is no automatic right of appeal, sir. If you change your mind and at some later date, you want this case reviewed by a higher court, you have to get leave or permission of the court in order to have it reviewed. Reviewable issues are limited to all matters and proceedings up to and including sentencing only. Understood, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, has anyone threatened you to make you give up your rights and enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Has anyone promised you anything other than what I have said today to make you give up your rights and enter this plea, sir?
No, ma'am.
And are you acting of your own free will?
Yes, ma'am.
And sir, are you a citizen of the United States of America?
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, I have a signature on this plea agreement form. Did you sign this form, understanding and agreeing to all of its terms?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Casey, did you wish to Valdur?
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Pruitt, this is Assistant Prosecutor John Casey speaking. I'm going to ask you a few questions. If you either can't hear me or if the question doesn't make sense to you, will you let me know, sir?
Sure. Yes, sir.
Thank you. Mr. Pruitt, I would like to direct your attention back to April the 13th of this year, 2023, about 4:20 in the afternoon. On that date, at about that time, were you at an address on Maryland Street in the city of Detroit, Wayne County, Michigan?
Yes, sir.
And were you driving a blue Ford F-150 pickup truck?
Yes, I was.
Okay. And at some point in time, did you have a pistol in that vehicle?
Yes, an unloaded pistol. Yes.
What kind of pistol was it?
A 9mm.
Okay. And did you have a permit to carry a concealed weapon at that time?
No, I did not, but the weapon was not loaded.
We heard you the first time.
Yeah.
James, answer the question, James. Thank you.
Thanks. And at some point in time, did the police try and pull your truck over?
Yes.
Okay. But did you continue you were taking your dog in your house even though they told you to stop?
Yes, the officer said he was going to shoot my dog. And I didn't want the dog to get out of control.
I'm going to ask you to listen to the questions carefully. If they don't make sense to you, let me know. Did the police officers tell you to stop and then you went into your house and took your dog inside?
Yes.
Okay. Your Honor, people are satisfied.
The defense is satisfied, Your Honor.
Court will enter a plea of guilty. 1 count, purchasing a pistol without a license. 1 count, attempt resisting obstructing police officer. Ready for immediate sentencing, M? Miss
Yes.
Emma.
Yes.
Miss Emma.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank
Yes,
you.
ma'am.
I don't know why other people want to answer to your name. Counsel. I'm gonna say that one more time so we know who's supposed to be talking. Counsel, did you wish to tell me something about your client?
Judge, yes, Judge. I've known Mr. Pruitt a long time. I know his boss who referred me to him. Look, I told Mr. Pruitt, if you got a problem with the police, do what they tell you to do. You got a problem, call me and we'll deal with it. He's actually a real good guy. He's got a solid job in the construction field. I can't tell you why he had I'll call it a brain fart if you want to call it that. He's a good guy. He doesn't have much of a criminal record. I represented him on something in St. Clair Shores that was dismissed a long time ago. But James, my friend, I have talked to him. His family's talked to him. His boss has talked to him. He knows he wasn't very nice to the police officers that day. And he also understands the next time, cooperate. If you got an issue, just let your attorney know. And that's where we're at with it.
All right, Mr. Casey, did you wish to be heard?
Yeah, yes, we've had a chance to look at his history, very minimal. Obviously, there are no prior felonies, traffic, the usual stuff. We're hoping that this is a one-time out-of-character encounter and that Mr. Pruitt goes and we don't have to see him back in court again.
I'm going to assume he's got 7 days jail credit.
I believe he does.
Okay. Mr. Pruitt, is anything you wish to say at this time?
No, ma'am.
Oh, good. Woo! I was afraid he was going to step in it and mess it all up. Okay.
I hear you, Judge. I hear you.
Mr. Pruitt, I'm going to adopt the agreement that has been entered into between the parties. I'm going to place you on a probation for a period of 1 year. I'm going to give you 7 days jail credit. Sir, you are the weapon will be forfeited to the arresting agency. You are not to use, possess a weapon while on your 1 year of probation. You must complete an anger management program. You got a $53 state cost, $75 crime victim fee, $1,000 in court costs. Sir, the court will take 100 hours of community service with any nonprofit organization. It can be a church, the Boy Scouts, any nonprofit organization in lieu of the $1,000 court cost. If you don't want to do the 100 hours of community service, not a problem. I like money. I will take your money. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Do I have a motion to dismiss counts 2 and 4, 3 and 4?
If people would so move.
So ordered. Sir, if you want this case reviewed by a higher court, you want this court to appoint you an attorney to assist you with any rights you may have therewith, make your request for an attorney in writing. It must be returned to this court within 42 days of today's date. Mr. Pruitt, do you have pencil and paper handy?
Yes, ma'am.
You have to call the probation department tomorrow. The number for the probation department is 313-224-2600. Call them tomorrow so that they can set up your probation and have you report to an office near you.
I sure will.
All right, that concludes this matter. Have a good day.
Right,
thank you, Judge. Thank you, Mr. Casey. Thank you.
Have a good day.
All right. So. That Miss Yep. All right, Judge. You could bring all of them.
Mr. Right, this one.
Yep. Okay, Judge.
That's right.
You are in possession of a plea form, Your Honor.
Oh, who?
Mr. Dixon.
Hold on, let me see.
Daryl Dixon.
Mr. Dixon.
Yes, I have one.
Case number 23-2019, the people of the state of Michigan versus Jane, oh, that's the wrong case number.
Okay.
Case number 23-0302 is 23-0302. The people of the state of Michigan versus Darren Mason, scheduled for a calendar conference. Appearances, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. John KCP number 56162 on behalf of the people.
Morning, Your Honor. Wendy Barnwell, P42-505. On behalf of Mr. Darrell Dixon, he's present on Zoom.
Mr. Dixon, raise your right hand. Sir, do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give in this matter will be the truth?
Yes,
Judge, Your Honor, or ma'am?
yes, ma'am.
Thank you. You may put your hand down. Mr. Dixon, it's my understanding that you're going to plead guilty to 1 count, fleeing police officer, 4th degree, knowing the maximum possible penalty is 2 years in prison. Is that what you intend to do, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
And sir, there is a sentence agreement whereby you will be sentenced within the guidelines. The court will set other terms and conditions. What's guidelines?
One moment, please. I was going to try and give a ballpark for him.
Counsel, do you have any calculation?
I know it's going to depend on whether or not there's a 10-year gap or not. I don't think there is, but the worst case scenario, 10. Please, come on. Oh, Jesus.
Are we anticipating a straddle sale?
At most a straddle sale, yes, Your Honor.
Okay, sir. It's anticipated the guidelines would be such that you would be eligible for probation. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
The prosecutor has also agreed that at the time of sentencing, they will withdraw the habitual enhancement now filed against you. Sir, do you understand all the terms of the agreement? The court will set costs, fines, fees, and other conditions. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And sir, with that understanding, you're prepared to enter a plea of guilty at this time. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, you are entitled to a trial in this case by judge or by jury, and by pleading guilty, there will be no trial of any kind. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, you have a right to be presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt, and you're giving up that right. Understood?
Yes. Yes,
I don't
ma'am.
think, thank you. Sir, if you had a trial, your attorney would be able to cross-examine, question all witnesses brought against you. If you had witnesses you wanted brought to court, the court would assist you in bringing your witnesses forward. Also at a trial, sir, you could testify if you wanted to. If you did not wish to testify, you could remain silent, and your silence could not be held against you. And you're giving up all 3 of those rights. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, there is no automatic right of appeal in this matter. If you change your mind and at some later date, you want this case reviewed by a higher court, you have to get leave or permission of the court in order to have it reviewed. Reviewable issues are limited to all matters and proceedings up to and including sentencing only. Understood, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, has anybody threatened you to make you give up your rights and enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
And sir, has anyone promised you anything other than what I've said to you today to make you give up your rights and enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you acting of your own free will, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
And sir, are you a citizen of the United States of America?
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, I have your name affixed to the bottom of this settlement plea agreement form, and it says that it was put on this form with your permission by your attorney. Did you give your attorney to sign your name to this form, understanding and agreeing to the terms of this agreement?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Casey, did you wish to voir dire?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you very much. Mr. Dixon, this is Assistant Prosecutor John Casey speaking. I'm going to ask you a few questions. If you either can't hear me or if the question doesn't make sense to you, will you let me know, sir?
Yes.
Thank you. Mr. Dixon, I want to direct your attention back to December the 29th of last year, 2022, at about 11 at night. On that date, at about that time, were you in the area of the Valero gas station, located at 20800 West 7 Mile Road, Detroit, Michigan, Wayne County?
Yes, sir.
And were you driving a Chevy Tahoe?
Yes, sir.
And did the police officers try to pull you over?
Yes, sir.
And what did they do that let you know that they were trying to pull you over? Did they have lights, sirens, what?
Oh no, I have bad vision. Once I finally stopped, they just got off the car and approached me.
What made you finally stop?
The place I was going to.
Counsel, did you want to try to bother your client?
When I don't have that stuff on the laptop in front of me, so I mean. I don't have that in front of me.
How far did you drive along before you got to where you were going, sir?
Just about 3 minutes, ma'am.
And in that 3 minutes time period, you never saw a flashing light?
No, ma'am.
Well, you didn't have no business on the road, did you? Because you can't see.
You're right, Your Honor.
I don't know what you're going to do. Mr. Casey.
Yeah.
Counsel, did you want to do a no-low? Is that a possibility?
I'm asking Mr. Casey, can we do a no contest, Mr. Casey?
We leave. There could be licensing sanctions, collateral liability. So we leave it to the court's discretion.
Court will allow. Mr. Casey, give me a factual basis.
Yes, Your Honor. Officers responded to the Valero gas station and attempted to pull Mr. Dixon and his Chevy Tahoe over. They initiated the stop near the intersection of West 7 Mile Road and Stout Streets. The officers activated their front-facing emergency lights and sirens, initiating the traffic investigation. At that time, the defendant continued to travel at approximately 35 miles per hour, the posted speed limit, eastbound on West 7 Mile, failing to stop his vehicle for the emergency lights. At that time, the officer advised dispatch that the 2002 Chevy Tahoe was not stopping. It continued to drive eastbound on West 7 Mile. It came to a stop at the traffic signal at West 7 Mile and Evergreen. At that time, a Michigan State Police vehicle advised that they were in the area and moved in to assist. Once the signal turned green, the Chevy Tahoe continued eastbound on West 7 Mile Road, again posted speed limit 35 miles per hour, beginning to gradually slow down in the right-hand lane just east of the intersection of Sunderland Road, in front of an address on West 7 Mile Road. With Trooper 2, the Michigan State Police trooper vehicle now in the area, they observed the vehicle coming to a stop. At that time, Officer Patton, Detroit police officer, positioned their patrol vehicle behind the Tahoe and again activated the front-facing lights and sirens. Again, the Tahoe began to slowly accelerate, failed to remain stopped upon activation of the lights and sirens. Continued to slowly head southbound on Stahelan Avenue from West 7 Mile Road and entered into the alleyway That time, the officers deactivated their lights and sirens, advised dispatch that they would not be pursuing the now eluding vehicle as it sped away down the alleyway.
And
Another
Mr. Dixon, you don't remember none of that, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, I was looking for a parking space, Your Honor.
I don't, but did you hear the siren?
It was never a siren.
Okay, are you stipulating to the facts as stated, Miss Counsel?
Yes, so stipulated.
Sir, do you agree to the stipulated facts made by your attorney for the purposes of taking this plea only?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will enter a plea of guilty by way of nolo contendere, 1 count, fleeing police officers 4th degree. Sentencing in this matter will occur on.
One moment, sir.
Sir, do you have pencil and paper?
One moment.
And the basis for the nolo is potential civil liability.
I have a pen, Your Honor.
Sir, you got paper? Do you have do you have paper, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
You have to call the probation department tomorrow morning. They're going to set up an interview with you so that they can prepare a pre-sentence report and have it ready when you return for sentencing. The number you must call tomorrow is 313-224-2600. Now, sir, what is your phone number?
My phone number is 231-683-8100.
And what is your address, sir?
My address is 17740 Westbrook, Detroit, Michigan, 48219.
I'm sorry, 48219?
Yes, ma'am.
All righty. Miss Emma, when is he going to come back to court?
September
September what?
8th, Your Honor.
September the 8th.
Yes.
9 o'clock, sir. On Zoom is okay. Write nolo on top of the plea form, please.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
September the
8th.
Is that on Zoom, Judge?
He can't appear on Zoom. I don't have a court reporter. Everything's on Zoom.
Your Honor, the phone number was 224-2600.
That's right. Call it in the morning. Let them know you took the plea today and you need your pre-sentence report done. So it'll be ready when you return on September the 8th.
Okay.
Have a good day, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes, that's. You don't
Okay,
have to
Mr. Dixon, you gotta be interviewed by them. Make sure you make the phone call. And I think they're doing Google Duo or something like that.
They'll tell you what to do from there. The probation department tell you what to do.
Thank you.
All right. Have a good day. You're free to go.
This is Mr. Wright. All right. Our next case is Ali's Wright. This is a probation matter. Step up, Mr. Wright. Case number 22-2851, the people of the state of Michigan versus Alize Wright, scheduled to be arraigned on the violation of probation. Appearances, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Agent Pace on behalf of the Probation Department.
Good morning, Your Honor. Wendy Barnwell, 502-505. On behalf of Mr. Alize Wright.
Ms. Wright, state your name for the record. Thank you. Ms. Pace, what can you tell us?
Yes, Your Honor. So the defendant does have a new case in the 36th District Court for carrying a concealed weapon. It is scheduled for a probable cause conference on August 28th.
And what is he on probation for me for, and has he done anything he was supposed to do?
So he is on probation for carrying a concealed weapon. He wasn't sentenced by you, Your Honor. So he didn't have any like other special conditions. He has made payments towards his court costs and fees.
What's his bond on his new case?
$5,000 personal.
I'm gonna give him a 5,000, 10% bond.
Your Honor, I'm gonna ask if you can consider giving him a personal one, even if it is with the tether, because Your Honor, it creates a hardship for him. $500 doesn't sound like a lot of money. However, it is for him.
Well, counsel, my concern is that he's on probation for a gun case. And while he is presumed innocent, he's being charged with another gun case, and he hasn't even finished the probation on the first gun case. Guns everywhere. Best I'm gonna do for you, drop it down to 2,500. So now he got to come up with $250, 10%, 2,500. That's best I'm gonna do. Now, when's his next court date at the district court?
August 28th.
If he's bound over, Emma, he'll be back when? Should be before Edwards.
Well,
I know.
on probation to you.
I know. When you want to bring it back.
I mean, he never got your kind of guidance.
I'll keep it here. I mean, he's I'll do the best I can. How old is he?
He's 24 now.
Has he got a high school diploma?
Yes, he does.
Got a job?
He was at Job Corps, but
Well, that was a long time ago.
it was a Job Corps or Job Fair. He was at a job fair. Sorry, I misspoke. And recently, but he's been locked up, so he doesn't know if there's any follow-up. And he needs that kind of help that you normally give.
All right. Flip the script. Give him the paperwork, Miss Emma. Sir, if you get out, you are to go to Flip the Script. You are to call them the next day. Flip the Script is a program run by old urban men for the benefit of young urban men. That's you. Assisting them in getting job skills and a job, all for free. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
You don't go to Flip the Script. You coming back to see me. We're going to definitely have a discussion about it. What city do you live in? I didn't hear you. Oh, good. Flip the Script is located on East Grand Boulevard between Woodward and the I-75 Chrysler Freeway. Every bus in this man's town crosses Woodward or the Boulevard. You need bus tickets to get there, you let them know that. For the first day, if you got to get up the night before and start walking, you walk in. They'll get you the bus tickets to get back home. Sir, I got Flip the Script on speed dial. Next time I see you, I'm going to ask you about Flip the Script. Then I'm going to speed dial Flip the Script to verify whether or not you've been there. whether or not you participating, what job they training you for. You understand me? Emma, when am I bringing him back?
August 12th, Your Honor.
August 12th. May appear on Zoom. Sir, listen up. Do you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
August 12th, if you out, and you should be at Flip the Script. You can zoom in from Flip the Script. You don't have to miss a day to be in court. You zoom in from Flip the Script. I know what the ceiling looks like. That's how often I've been over there. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
What's your address?
4066 Benito, Beniteau, Michigan.
What's your phone number? Yes, why are you speaking?
575-0965.
Okay, I have it. Thank you.
All right, Ms. Vice, you got an interest in this case? No. You know that lady, Mr. Wright?
No.
All right. All right. I will see you at Flip the Script.
What's the court date now? 8/15?
August 15th.
That's his return date, August 15th.
August 15th.
All right, August 15th. No, he got to come zoom in from Flip the Script on August 15th. That's what he got to do.
Oh, you could Zoom. Wait, let me get that Zoom number. Hold on.
Flip the Script. Yeah.
He better be at Flip the Script. And he can zoom in from Flip the Script.
Zoom.
Can you hear me?
Yes, what is the problem, miss?
What's the?
I'm shutting up.
Miss Susan Rice, what is your issue?
She's on two devices. I think one something happened to. So
Okay, but she's talking all into my record, but she don't tell me why she here. She don't tell me what she want.
I agree.
What's her name?
Susan, last name R-I-E-S is what's on the screen.
1 second, sir, okay?
That name sounds vaguely familiar.
How can I help you?
Hi, I'm calling.
She might have a sentencing coming up, not today.
Emma, you want to call another?
The host can
case?
mute her, Judge.
Yeah, the host is going to mute her. Put her on mute, Doretha.
I have a sentence date of July 17th for Susan Rees. Attorney is Jeffrey Edison.
Miss Rees, call your lawyer. Your court date is July what, case?
I have 17 in my, let me check an Odyssey real quick. That's the gold standard.
Yes, that's the date.
Miss Rees, July 17th is your court date. Call your lawyer. Doretha, you can put her out because she's disrupting my record.
Okay.
All right. Well, who's next?
Okay. Logan, Daniel Logan's.
Is he in the courtroom?
Yes,
ma'am.
he's there.
Okay, good. All right.
Case number 22-4298, the people of the state of Michigan versus Daniel Logan, scheduled today for a show cause. Appearances, please.
Agent Pace on behalf of the probation department.
Good morning, Your Honor. Wendy Burnwell on behalf of Mr. Loggins.
Sir, state your name for the record. Thank you. Ms. Pace, what can you tell us?
Yes, Your Honor. So the show cause was issued due to the defendant failing to make payments and failing to take care of his unresolved warrant. There is a warrant in the 33rd district. It's for simple assault. It's from 2022. It looks like he was sentenced to 18 months probation. And so it's some type of probation warrant.
What is he supposed to do for me?
So you didn't sentence him?
No, of course not.
Yeah. So
Okay, Mr. Logan, do you have a job?
No, ma'am, not at the moment.
Do you have a high school diploma?
No, ma'am.
What city do you live in?
Taylor.
How'd you get to court today?
My girlfriend.
Good. When's he supposed to come off probation?
August 18th?
Of this year?
Yes.
Oh, well, we can take it out to August 18th of next year, or until he finished flip the script, whichever happened first.
Okay.
Young man,
Yes, ma'am.
I got a program for you. It's called Flip the Script. It's a program run by old urban men for the benefit of young urban men. That's you. Trying to keep the young urban men out the pen. Did you follow that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. We're going to help you get your GED or high school diploma program. They got a tutor to help you. Then they're going to let you pick what job skills would you like to have for free. And they're going to train you for free. They're going to teach you some life skills, how to do budgeting, how to stay out of trouble, control any anger management issues you might have. Then they're going to find you a job. And then they're going to teach you how to keep a job. You know, you can't cuss out your supervisor and keep a job. You understand that, don't you?
Yes, ma'am.
And the training they're going to give you a certification for it. Make sure you got some benefits, health insurance, all that good stuff. You understand? Now you're going to have to go to Flip the Script. They're located on East Grand Boulevard in Detroit, between Woodward Avenue and I-75 Service Drive. That means you take 94 to I-75, come up on the first exit, you're going to be right there. My clerk's going to give you a piece of paper with the phone number and the address on it. When you get there, you call them. Call them today. Let them know you're coming. When you call that number, the first thing out your mouth is, Judge Deborah Thomas sent me. My name is. See, it's not always what you know. Sometimes it's who you know. You know Judge Deborah Thomas because I'm your new judge. Now, I'm going to give you a review date on this matter. Oh, before I tell you that, you finish Flip the Script, get that certificate, I'm going to waive your court costs and attorney's fees. I mean, I just paid you, what, $800-900 to go to Flip the Script, to get a GED, job training, and a job. So, of course, if you don't go over there and do all that, you understand if I'm going to be real upset. You would understand that, wouldn't you?
Yes, ma'am.
When you come back with your proof that you've been over there every day, taking advantage of everything they got for you for free, I got Flip the Script on speed dial. And not only that, you can zoom in from Flip the Script. You don't even have to miss a day. On your next court date, you let them know, oh, I got to zoom in for Judge Thomas because I got to prove to her I've been over here getting a GED, some job skills, and lined up for a job. Right? Right?
Yes, ma'am.
About 60 days out, Emma. He called him today. He probably be on his way to a job in 60 days. So, you know, let's see him take real advantage of flip the script.
September 21, Your Honor.
September 21, 9 o'clock. Young man, there's something else you need to know. Flip the script is in my old neighborhood where I grew up. I still got family over there. Since I'm a little old lady with no life, sometimes I just do a drive-by, drop in on flip the script. And I do roll call. And when my people don't answer the roll call, I get real concerned. Where they at? What they doing? Why they not here? I go to sleep that night. So I come back the next morning and I give my deputy the names of the folks that didn't answer the roll call and have them go get them because I'm real concerned. I couldn't sleep that night. They wasn't that flip. Now, I know you don't want me to lose a night's sleep, right?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Okay, now I'm just letting you know. You got a right to know. If I lose one night's sleep, I'm gonna have them looking for you because I just can't do it. Call flip the script today. I'll see you September 21. You can zoom in from flip the script. I don't need to get my bond. What's your address, young man?
No.
My address is 25221 Champagne Street, Taylor, Michigan, 48180.
What's your telephone number?
What's your phone number?
313-685-1993.
Young man, the folks from Flip the Script, good people. Some of their job training have a stipend with it. Now you need help getting gas to get back and forth from over there. You know, I know they got some bus tickets. They real good people. You need eyeglasses, they help you get glasses. But the thing about them, they can't read minds. So if you got an issue that need to be addressed and you don't tell them, they can't help you. You got to tell them what's going on in your life. You sofa hopping. I guess they call it couch hopping, sofa hopping. You know, you got no place to stay. They can find you some place to stay, but they can't help you if you don't tell them. Understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Tell them what you need. Tell them what you want. I'll see you September 21.
Thank you.
September 21. And Your Honor,
Yes, ma'am.
so, excuse me. We're continuing his probation, extending it for 1 year with a review date of September 21, correct?
That's correct.
Thank you.
Because then, you know, if he finishes flip the script, brings me the paperwork, he can see what's hanging on the wall. He can stand up there and see all the high school diplomas, GED, flip the script, help folks get. It's right there on the wall. He bring me his, I'm gonna be so happy, I'm gonna close him out early. That's gonna be my celebration if it's not his. All righty. I'll see you on the 21st of September. If I don't see you first at flip the script. All right, I see one more person on the screen.
Trey John Morton.
Trey John Morton.
Yeah, I just sent the info.
I just printed it. Okay.
Your Honor, I sent the show cause to you. He was arraigned on this, but then he failed to appear for a review date. I see in the email I sent you earlier, it was a different Morton. So I wanted to make sure you had the right info. So I
Okay.
just sent it like a second ago.
All righty, we'll keep it moving.
Okay.
Case number 196689, the people of the state of Michigan versus John Morton, scheduled today to be arraigned on the failure to appear. Mr. Morton failed to appear on, a moment. Well, I'll let Ms. Pace deal you. I lost the page.
All right, appearances.
Okay, Agent Pace on behalf of the probation department.
Good morning, Your Honor. Wendy Barnwell, P42-505, on behalf of Mr. Morton, who's on the Zoom.
Mr. Morton, state your name for the record.
John Morton.
Thank you. I'll set aside the Cape Fears. Ms. Pace, what can you tell us?
Yes, Your Honor. So the defendant failed to appear for a review date on May 30th of this year. He was actually arraigned on the show cause on April 4th, and he was ordered to re-enroll in the Detroit Recovery Program with drug testing twice a month. His probation was also extended to September 30th of this year.
And did he?
Your Honor, I don't have any indication. I actually have the last time he reported, looks like it was back in May. And then of course it was some time that he was in CAPIA status. So I don't know.
Mr. Morton, you been back to Detroit Recovery?
Yeah, I enrolled back, but I didn't follow up. I went for like the first week after you told me, and then I started doing a lot of overtime work. There's a little death in my family, and I'm not gonna lie, I kind of forgot.
Oh, you forgot?
I was just working a lot. I worked like 65 hours a week most of the time. So
when's the last time you used?
Use what?
Well, if I sent you to Detroit Recovery, you must have a drug of choice.
I don't, nothing. Nothing. We can have a drug test right now. I don't do nothing like that. No, nothing.
So what was you doing?
Molly. It was Molly back way back then. And that was in 2017.
What kind of money does he owe?
He has a balance of $1598, $280 late fees.
Well, you doing all that overtime, where my money?
I get paid Wednesday, and I did my community service.
Where?
I got paperwork for that too. It's supposed to knock off like 1,100.
Where'd you do the community service?
On Lands International. It's a non-profit organization.
And what do they do?
Help Black men get back right after like jail and stuff like that.
And where they located?
He goes out to different houses.
Where your paperwork?
I got an email. Really. It's not really paperwork, it's an email.
Well, right now you got nothing. And you owe me $1,500.
Well, I get paid next Wednesday. I can give you $1,500.
Oh, I love.
Well, not 15, but like close.
Well,
to
if
it.
you would show some proof you did volunteer service, you would know $1,500.
I do have proof though.
Well, you didn't turn it in to anybody that can see it with the court. So what we supposed to do for you?
You can't do nothing. Can I send it to you, the court? Do I need to send it to my email?
Miss Pace, you want him to send it to you?
Yeah, you can forward it to me.
You got pencil and paper so you can take down her email address?
No, let me get one. Yeah, let me take one. All right.
Okay. It's PACE.
PACE.
P1.
P1.
At michigan.gov.
Oh, all right.
You're going to spell out Michigan? It's michigan.gov.
All right, got it. I got it.
Now, I want you to set aside a little bit of money too.
Yes, ma'am.
Emily, about 2 weeks out, so I can make sure I can get this. You gonna come back in 2 weeks so we can straighten this business out?
Yep, I'm gonna be there. Ain't gonna be no problem.
Emma, give me a
Everything gonna be
date about
good.
2 weeks out.
Everything will be good.
August 1st, Your Honor.
August 1.
August
You
1st.
send Miss Pace your proof as soon as possible. Understood?
Okay. Yes, ma'am. I'm about to do it.
Okay.
What's your address? Mr. Morton, what's your address?
9243 Coyle Street. 9243 Coyle Street, 48228.
And your phone number. What's your
248 210 0582.
Okay. Thank you.
Now, Mr. Morton, last time you didn't come to court, I put a warrant out for your arrest. Yes, I did.
Oh, you did?
Yes, I did.
Oh, see, I don't get into no problem, so I wouldn't know.
Well, you don't come back on August 1st. I'm gonna do it again.
Oh, man. Yes,
9
ma'am.
o'clock.
I'll be here at 9 o'clock.
All right, I'm through.
That's like Zoom, right, Judge? You can zoom in, right, Judge?
He can zoom in as long as we can zoom in, but he want to
Everything
get
gonna
his
be handled.
case. He want his case closed. He ought to come on down here with a little bit of money
Yes,
and
ma'am.
proof he did that community service, so I can close out his probation.
Can he pay online?
I don't want him to make the payment because if I get the community service,
I got the proof.
I'm gonna
I'm gonna send her.
eliminate.
She gonna tell you.
Okay, can I talk? Can I get a word in edgewise? If he gets to bring the proof with the proof of the community service, I'm gonna give him credit for his court costs and attorney's fees. That's assuming he did a decent number of hours. I'm not gonna do it for 2 hours of community service. I tell you that now. I'm gonna waive his late fees, and then we're gonna see what he owe. I don't want him to pay the money because I'm gonna give him credit if he did some community service. All right. So then I'll see what his balance is.
So then he does have to come down here physically, Mr. Morton. Know where Frank Murphy Justice is?
Yes, ma'am.
I mean, only if he wants off probation, and he gonna bring some money to deal with it.
I'm gonna bring the money. I'm gonna be ready.
All right.
All right.
I'll see you August 1.
All right.
Have a good day.
You too.
Miss Emma is